Hey, hi everybody, Robert Seaborn here. Look, I've got a provisional patent for this idea called a super bump cap. Came up with the idea when our string trimmer, we didn't quite know where the bottom part of it was. We have two of them, and this particular one is our older model. So I came up with an idea accidentally on this string trimmer. Now normally, string trimmers only carry 4 sets of string, which are made out of 1. Well, and then of course there's a bump cap that goes underneath here. Well, we couldn't find the bump cap for this, so I actually took a weed eater cap and mounted it to the bottom of this to replace the original bump cap that was on here. But in the meantime, while I was looking at the bump cap, I thought, you know, let's make that bump cap more useful than just riding on the ground. So what I did is I created what I call the super bump cap. And as you can see, it has string in the bottom of it. There isn't a bump cap right now. Again, that's why we're filing for we have a provisional patent on it now. And the idea is that the bump cap now cuts as well as protect the machine from riding on the ground. So that's kind of unique. So I'm going to show you how this is going to work. I shouldn't have put that over there, but so basically what you do is you just load the string into the bottom of the bump cap, like so. And you basically pull it through. So that's what the bump cap looks like now. And it's a heavy piece of plastic, and it just does a great job of cutting. But what's unique about it, as you'll see, let me grab my wrench. So it has a bolt that comes up to the center of it, and then it's got a 9/16 square nut on it. And basically what you do is just mount this to the bottom now of the machine, the bottom of the machine like this. And then you take the 9/16 French and just give it a little snug, like so. And there you have it. And see now, instead of just having those 4 strings at the top, we now have doubled our cutting capacity. And it's just, it cuts faster. Some of the problems with the string machines is that once you cut the weeds down to a certain height, you can't cut it any lower. So by adding the bump cap with the strings, you can now get down to the ground surface. So as you can see, those strings. So I'm going to start it up for us in a minute. You can see how it works. But again, what I'm after is give me your feedback on it. Is it something you'd buy if you had a string trimmer? And we're finding that string trimmers now are getting kind of popular in the sense of where, as far as cutting weeds, you know, a lot more efficient. But anyway, I'm going to start this for us. Let me start this, and you can get an idea of how it works. So there you got a good idea of how that bump cap now becomes more efficient. And what I mean by more efficient is you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strings now cutting weeds. Plus you've got weeds that are being cut high. It's double cutting, so it's cutting them up high and it's cutting them as well as cutting low And of course, the efficiency is now that you're cutting the weed lower with this lower cap, the weeds don't come back as fast versus just cutting them here, because that's what, about an inch from the top too. So you'd leave about, on most string trimmers, you're gonna leave about an inch of weed left. So an inch high of weed left. So again, we've now have a provisional patent for it, which means it's patent pending, and that's what we're excited about. So now we're just getting some feedback and looking to go to market with it. So I say me, I'm real excited about what's going to happen with the project. We're real excited about it. Nothing out there on the market right now as far as what we've been seeing, and again, an ability to get this provisional patent for it. So give me some feedback, let me know, and I appreciate it. So Robert, signing off. See ya.